How to discern spirit practically. Number 1, master the atmosphere before you judge the actions. Never judge the actions before the atmosphere. Master the atmosphere before you judge the actions. When you come into an environment, analyze what the person is saying or doing. Discern the climate that accompanies them. Atmosphere never lies. The person can lie, but the atmosphere will not lie. The person can pretend, but the atmospheres don't know how to pretend. How many of you entered an environment or an atmosphere? It could be a room or a house, and the person is saying something different, but you discern the atmosphere is telling you different, and the person is also saying different. The person is trying to fake it, trying to lie, but the atmosphere is exposing the person. You can discern that the atmosphere, there is something wrong somewhere. No, sometimes you can't lay your hand on it, but you know something is wrong somewhere. So the atmosphere is speaking and the person is speaking. Master atmosphere before you judge means that before you ask from the person, ask from the atmosphere. Never find truth from people until you ask the atmosphere what is actually happening there. Inquire from the atmosphere. What is he saying? Check the atmosphere first. Listen to the voice of the atmosphere. People can lie. Atmosphere will not lie. Jesus said in Luke 8:46, who touched me? For I feel that virtue. The atmosphere has communicated it to him. Peter and co wanted to lie. He said, somebody touched me. Peter said, Abba, my brother, with all these people here, how will we know who touched you? He said, somebody touched me, for something have left me. He was surrounded by crowd, large group of people. Yet he was able to pick up that something left him. How many of you did virtue leave you and you know virtue have left you? Because some of you, maybe you thought it was an electrical energy. So you should understand that Jesus said a virtue have left me. Before he asked them, he has already communicated with the atmosphere. He knows something have left. How many of you, you are engaged in something, you are having a conversation, I'm making my teachings practical, or you are sharing your life story with somebody, all of a sudden you felt like you shouldn't, just all of a sudden, and you stop, and the person is asking for more, but you stop. That energy to share, it just disappeared. Haven't you been told that the atmosphere have just told you that this guy will betray you? So you see, though the demeanor and then the presentation of that person shows that he is there for you and he'll be there, but the atmosphere says something different. That's why I told you, before you analyze what the person is saying, doing, or hearing, discern the climate and then discern the atmosphere. Master your atmosphere. Check from the atmosphere, because atmosphere exposes people. Pay attention to sudden shift in your emotions, your thoughts, and physical environment when you encounter people or situations. I remember there was a gentleman who asked me something. Also, Prof, how are you able to navigate so and so? I don't know, have you ever been through some painful story, life situation, so that you will tell me, so that to encourage me and all that? I said yes, and I started talking. All of a sudden, a thought came to me. What if he's recording you? Because I was going as deep as possible into my life to share information I may not be ready to share on social media. So whilst I was sharing that thing with that gentleman, that thought came, what if he's recording you? And I stopped. And he said, sorry, I was recording. I think he picked up that I realized he was what? Recording. A thought. When I started, I didn't think of that. I was genuinely trying to what? Explain and help him. All of a sudden it came, Panya, what if he's recording you? Our problem is that we are too pompous and proud to understand. We feel like thoughts are not from God. Sir, there is no level of spirituality you will reach to that you stop thinking. You stop thinking, you start dying. So that is why I'm saying, pay attention to sudden shift in your emotions. You were happy, all of a sudden you are sad, you are feeling worried. Don't take it for granted. There is a presence of a spirit. There is a presence. There is an arrival of a spirit. A lady came, they wear these braces. It pulls their breast out. This lady has oiled the breast, shining and cultivating. So she came for prayer. When she came for the prayer, what should happen? The man of God was engaged because the demon started manifesting. So the man of God asked one of the pastors to pray for the demon. The guy went and laid hands. Out in Jesus' name. Before we said Jack, they were kissing each other. They were romancing and kissing each other in front of the people. Do you know that no man in his normal sense would do that? But do you know why he did that? Whilst he was doing out, the demon arrived. It was a demon of seduction and overtook him. Some, it is quietly. As for his case, it was very loud. We could see the manifestation. The out was not happening again. What is happening? If we were not there, the lady will possess the guy. The spirit has taken control, but not yet possessed him. There is difference between when the spirit takes control over you and then when he possesses you. When he possesses you is now when you do the bidding of the spirit. You can walk from here to Sumbrungu to kiss a lady and walk back in the night. Before you are home, it's 5 a.m. You are fine. That's a possessed man. When you don't care about the cost involved, you no longer calculate. Even if if you must enter on top of a car, you will. That's possessing. So there was an arrival of a spirit that overtook the guy, overcame the guy, and then over-empowered him. So he was now at the mercy of that spirit of seduction. So the spirit will now determine what happens to him. So these things happen. Pay attention to sudden shift, sudden changes in the atmosphere. If it is of God, you know. Sometimes when I'm prophesying, I'm on top here. I will just be ministering. And sometimes when they are singing, you see me smiling, laughing. That's an arrival of an angel of prophecy. He comes with that excitement. He comes with that knowing. He comes with that intelligence into things beyond human imagination. And now when you see me quiet, I'm filtering things, because there are things that must be said and there are things that must not be said. It is the responsibility of that angel to give me the information. It is my responsibility to filter the information and give the people what they can take and leave what they cannot take. Someone will say it as it is. That's when you are growing. A grown man don't say it as it is. We say what we can say and continue with what we cannot say in private. Because if you must say that something is definitely wrong with you somewhere. Now, the testimony or the manifestation of the prophecy is not determined by how many people have known it. It's determined by the source and the delivery. Simple. They can say you are a prophet, anoint you in front of the whole world, and you still die a sinner. The Lord can also tell you privately, and you will become a major prophet. That's how life is. If it is of God, it comes with that joy, that peace, that excitement, that endorsement from your spirit, and it agrees with scriptures.